was told, chat, that where I was in the game, pretty much the end. And all I had to do was have one conversation. So, I want to... Okay, thank you. I want to have that conversation. Apparently this is literally the ending bit here. I want to see if that's true or not.
I know everyone's up in their heads right now, but we have real problems to solve. So let's clear the air.
Are you running this discussion, then?
She is.
Sev, this has to start with you. We knew you were working with the Eye. We told you we'd have your back. Help us understand what happened.
He's blushing.
Just breathe, Sev. Start from the beginning.
I'm sure Bryn and Sola told you all. But I belong to an order called the Norians. We're sometimes called the Watersmiths. Imagine my surprise to learn our talents had been critical to the construction of the tapestry. Our order binds us to always help another Norian. Especially a high-ranking one like Stanild. And to keep their secrets.
Your secrets?
So that's how he sunk his claws into you.
The most important thing is whether we can trust you.
Yes, Sev. Convince us.
Convince
I
us.
swear, nothing I did was intended to cause harm. Too many of my order are political animals. But there is real good to be found among the Norians. Craftspeople who just wish to perfect their art. To bring water to people in need. To experiment, but need the resources to do so. Unfortunately, too many of those resources are controlled by people like Stanild. They're all the same. They see a point of control, water, information, wealth, and they abuse it.
And they abuse it.
Thought the secrets were a necessary evil for some great purpose, but seeing his chokehold on the Enclave, it's stagnation. You all have every right to distrust me. I am sorry. No more secrets. I just can't do it anymore.
If you can't be a Norian, then what are you?
If you'd have me, I'd like to stay.
Those of us who have been here longer than Sev. Thoughts?
It's hard to have divided loyalties. But you did the right thing in the end, and if you hadn't, we might all be dead. That takes courage.
Still wasn't quick enough.
I don't know what to make of any of this. I want to believe you, but it's hard in the uncertainty surrounding us.
When I was going through it, you all pulled together to help me.
Hey, Chef.
You are all heard. And I would add that you joined us under false pretenses, Sev. You had loyalties outside the band you never disclosed.
I have a hard time accepting that he kept so much from us, but shared so much with the Eye. Who knows what Stanild, or gods help us, the Talon heard about us. Only time will tell how much damage that's done.
Lane, I hear you and I understand. Sev has real work to do to rebuild trust. Only you can decide when the apology feels real to you. Sev, that considered, you have worked tirelessly since joining us, and demonstrated an enterprising spirit and deftness as a smith. And before the blade could completely fall, you risked all by blocking it with your own hand. You can never be a Norian again. I do not sense that you wish to be. And who are the Weavers but a group of outcasts and misfits? Just trying to muddle through together. You will stay. And you will help. We have work to do. Tell us about Stanild's plan.
Thank you, Horia.
This has been a rough ride for us all. This entire situation is unreasonable. Or would be for most. But not us. We're weavers, Sev included, and rolling with the punches is what we do. But here's our challenge. That Talon. It spoke. It knew things it couldn't know about us. We're on the back foot and need to catch up fast.
Then let me, as Aurea said, help.
I feel like
After I repaired the gate, Stanil took me completely into his confidence. He'd been questioning and learning from the Talon. Or so he thought.
Not realizing he was being manipulated.
He was increasingly estranged from his daughter. I'd wager he was desperate for a friend.
I'd agree. Based on what he'd learned from the Surgeborn from his friend, he put together a plan.
Use my people as a distraction to pull the bulk of the Surgeborn out of the underworks. All while he used the gate to... what?
There is a place, deep, deep underground, known as the Source. A feat of engineering unparalleled. It's the secret to the Enclave's power. The abundance of magic. The heart of the tapestry. The thing powering the Veil. There was only a single loom gate still connected to the Source after Asylum cleared all connections. And I'm the one who repaired it.
The Grand Gate would take him right to the heart of things then.
Exactly.
Stanil thought he could... what? Sneak down there and fix things somehow? Tear down the Veil?
His hope was to go down and secure a working space, sealed off from the distracted Surgeborn. He wanted to eventually fix things with the help of the Spindle. All glory to his family.
That arrogant idiot.
He'd read in his personal archives there was a system designed to shut down the Source. In the hopes of discovering how it worked, he had been feeding information to the Spindle about it in drips.
Meaning she might have been working on a fix for the Source without knowing it.
Then we have to pursue her research, clearly.
Good. But we still have the problem Stanild never saw coming. A great Surgeborn.
Which almost certainly will be unkillable if it operates like every other Surgeborn. It's hard to imagine any place more full of tangles than the literal source of the magic that's overflowing.
On that, I have an idea. If I'm right, we might be able to turn the tables and remove its advantage. I'll need Bryn's help if that's all right with everyone.
leads
Of
me
If it gives us a chance, we have to take
it
it.
leads me to believe there's another
agree.
boss fight,
Has
or it's
anyone just thought
setting
to
up for
ask
DLC.
Talon?
What would we ask it? Favorite color? Favorite way to disembowel Ashar?
No, she's right. It has clearly demonstrated an interest in Bryn. Maybe she could pry some information out of it.
I'm not sure I'll get much. But I'm also sure I'm not going to think it's my friend. So, worth exploring?
Then we have a path forward. Sev will pursue his thoughts on dealing with that beast.
My people have started calling it the Herald.
Of destruction? Doom?
Why not both? As I said, people are on edge.
Fine. Sev pursues weakening this herald. We work with the Axle to look into the Spindle's latest research. And if she feels like it, Bryn has a chat with our imprisoned Surgeborn.
As good a path forward as we are going to find. Let's call it here and get to work.
Okay, maybe there is more. It's very inconsistent with, like, what it wants. I'm alright, Chive. How you doing?
I appreciated your candor in the meeting, Sev.
It was terrifying. Wasn't sure I'd be allowed to stay. You didn't get to voice an opinion with the others. Are we?
No. He'll never open the way. I'll find out if I can trust him. We need to know if things haven't changed.
Well, I'm not going to pin a medal on you, because Sola says we shouldn't waste the materials. But you did good, big guy. We're a team. And it's good to know you're still with us.
I knew something was wrong the moment that thing started talking to me when Stanild wasn't around. It was very focused on you.
Me?
So much so that it said the only way the plan would succeed was if you talked to it. It reeked of trap. I didn't survive a decade around Tarzan Norians without picking up when someone's holding a knife behind their smile.
But you still took me down there.
Sorry. An educated risk. I felt there was nothing it could do and wanted the whole band to hear it talk. I don't think it understood we have the scry.
And Stanild wouldn't use one, of course.
The Talon was his deepest secret. Whom would he tell?
Can you tell me more about Stanild's plans for once he went through the Grand Gate?
He was counting on Isla. She was exceptional at protective fields. But even then, no. I don't think he had a real plan. The Talon had convinced him he'd be able to survive, and fool that he was, he trusted it. We can't afford that mistake. But I have a theory. You know how the weather sometimes skews wildly hot and cold?
Right. The aeroliths.
What else do we see on similar cycles?
Night and day.
Miasma.
Exactly. So, it follows.
You think the aeroliths are able to affect raw magic somehow?
I do. And in Stanild's private records and designs. I found notes, specifically on aeroliths with Norian commentary.
You think the Norians were involved in their creation?
It would certainly explain why Tarza had such access to aeroliths before the Surge. If I'm right, this might be the key to making the source survivable.
Survivable.
Goals means less dead me. Absolutely. Where do we start?
You'll need to head to the Watersmith area of the Institute, and I'll guide you from there.
Okay, so there's more quests. God. This game is cool. It just goes on, though.
Bryn, I examined the wreckage at the Grand Gate after everything that transpired there.
Found something useful?
A kinetic strand, in fact. The Ark must have torn it from the Herald's pattern in the chaos of the battle.
Think we could weave it into my mantle?
I don't see why not.
We do a yap.
Its pattern appears to be quite similar to those found on wild creatures and Archons.
All right. We need every advantage.
Then let's get to work.
So what do we... What is this... What is this weave? Oh, it's our third and final power. I wondered about that.
We're finished. This will be quite the powerful addition to your mantle.
How so?
This strand can twist kinetic magic into a tunnel.
A tunnel.
In battle, you could push debris or enemies through it and send them flying through the air quite forcefully.
It's like a
Could I jump
cannon.
through it?
I suppose you could.
Hey, there's a lot of tall buildings, flying creatures. This is going to be great.
You're right. Just try to be careful.
Okay, we have to try that immediately. Hey,
I hate to do this when we're already dealing with something like 7 distinct major crises each day. I've got 2 pieces of bad news. Which one do you want to hear first?
The second one.
Excellent choice. We have a stove problem. We use specially enchanted coals to maximize burn time and minimize weight, and we're dead out of them. And second, the stove itself is dented. Rather badly.
What? How did that happen?
I don't know. I don't do stove maintenance. I'm the logistics girl. Maybe Sev sat on it.
He's still got bum fur, so if he did, it wasn't on.
Regardless, this is a Dam and Sola fix. One problem each.
I'm not sure they're in the best place right now.
That's why I'm asking you. They both love you, and can be grown-ups for the good of the group. Arya's already sick of salad.
okay. Okay. Wait, I have to talk to them now. I do have to talk to them now. Yeah.
Ah, good. We're all here.
Yes, we're here to talk about the stove.
Anyway, stove's not working. Campfire sucks by comparison. How are we fixing this?
Yes, please, let's talk about the stove.
No,
How did we run out of
awkward.
coal anyway?
Awkward.
I spent 2 days in Varentia working on that last batch.
Sure, but then we ended up in the Enclave. So now we need to find more. Also in the Enclave.
I don't easily have the materials to process another batch. But the temple might have some. I hate to admit it, but that was the one really useful thing I took out of my time with the Church of the Hallowed Pyre. They know their fuels.
Great! Temple. But what good's coal without a proper place to burn it for cooking? Sola?
If we're able to find coal like before, then it'll just be a case of reforming and reinforcing the old stove. I will need a few materials. I'll draft up a list for Bryn.
Good. Excellent. We're moments away from hot food. Go team!
At least Casman's kind of
I'll-
chilling.
Go team!
Okay, do I have the materials? I do not have any of this. Okay. Enchanted hollow spire coal and stabilized myriads bloom. Where do I get these?
Isla sacrifice.
Hello. Hello, bird.
Hey,
Bird
mind if we
mover.
talk somewhere private?
Lead the way.
Bird mover? Bird lover? Bird mover? I don't know. Bird lady.
I won't be returning to expeditions. I've known for a while now, but I couldn't bring myself to admit it. My days as Point are over.
I thought you were recovering from your injury.
Not as well as I should be. That I got injured at all was a sign that I'm not as fast as I used to be. I should count myself lucky. Not many Points get a career this long, but I'm not ready for this to end. Especially here, of all places. What kind of legacy is it to reach the Enclave only to sit by the fire?
But you've had an incredible career. And it isn't ending just because you can't go on expeditions.
I know, but it's not the same. And some part of me was hoping to end on a big score. I thought if I found out who my father was, if he turned out to be some great weaver like my mother, it's silly.
Tell me.
I thought I could solidify my legacy in history. Make sense of what my own contributions have been, if anything at all.
You're an incredible weaver in your own right. You don't need impressive parents to prove that. And if you had to pick your last act as Point, isn't finding your way into the Enclave the biggest score of all? You're everything I want to be.
That's very kind. Maybe in time I'll make peace with what my career has been. But for now, it's too raw.
Is there anything I can do?
Unless you can give me a few years back. This is grief I'll need to sit with for a while.
I understand.
Oh.
I wish there was something I could do to help Aurea see herself the way I see her. Lane knows a thing or two about recording legacies.
Oh my god. Every time I think I'm done, I've got to talk to another person.
Lane, I was wondering if you could help me with something.
What is it?
Well, it turns out Aurea's search for her father wasn't just about finding her family.
Crusades into one's lineage rarely are. Let me guess. She didn't find the missing piece of herself that she hoped she would, and now she's having an existential crisis.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that kind of sums it up.
It happens. So, what has all this really been about?
She knows she needs to retire, and she's struggling with what her legacy has been.
Ah, isn't it strange how the most accomplished people never seem to recognize their own success?
Yeah, I was hoping you could help with that. After all, isn't chronicling a legacy your specialty?
We could certainly commemorate her career with a written account. A lovely idea. I would suggest we personalize it with anecdotes from each of our traveling companions, as they've been in Oria's band longer than you or I. Would you interview them for me? Legacies may be my specialty, but you might have the leg up when it comes to connecting with others.
Sure, I can do that. Any tips on what to ask them?
Hey, Moonlight.
Ask whatever you like. Maybe you want a few humorous stories in the mix? Or some readers prefer heartfelt. Why don't I start by interviewing you?
Me?
Of course, we'll need your input. What has Oria meant to you?
Oria was legendary to me before we met. To have someone like her give me unparalleled opportunity and responsibility, it means the world to me. She's a true guiding light in my career.
Great. I'll transcribe that and start her biography. Take notes when you speak to the others and come back to me.
Okay. Moonlight, this is called Eternal Strands. It's basically, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like Tears of the Kingdom meets Immortals Phoenix Rising meets Monster Hunter meets Shadow of the Colossus. And you get to kind of like change your look and your gear depending on what you want to specialize in. And there's different weapons. It's just great. I love it. There's a lot of talking though.
You know,
True RPG faction.
Struggle with transitioning into a Watcher's role full time. And there's never been a point more passionate than Oria.
I know. I hope this eases her pain.
I'm sure it will. Now, what can I do to help?
Let's go great
What
leader.
do you think makes Oria such a strong leader?
She listens to her weaver's input when needed, yet remains decisive when a consensus can't be reached. The band I traveled with before fell apart due to disagreements over what our goals should have been. It was a difficult and tumultuous time in my career. I never wanted to live through that again.
I can relate. Traveling with Oria is a completely different experience to my last band too.
She has a clear vision for her band, and she chooses people that share her goals. Even when conflict arises, it doesn't last long, and Oria can diffuse it quickly. That's because we can all trust that one another's intentions are good. Leading a weaver band is half the battle. Now, picking the weavers? That's the tough part.
Thanks for sharing, Dom.
Okay. Oh, yep. Oh.
Bryn, I love what you're doing for Oria.
Technivox to
How can I
do.
help?
By longest of all.
What do you think Oria's bravest moment
I
has
hope
been?
I'm doing this
I
right.
think she's living through it right now.
How so?
Oria loves danger. Hunting wild creatures, delving into dark ruins, pushing the boundaries of her magical abilities. But in my opinion, moments of true courage come from facing your fears, and Oria's never been afraid of danger. But recognizing that it's time to let go of what she loves and step down, leaving everything she's built in your hands, that takes more courage than she's ever had to muster. I don't think she could do it if it weren't for you.
Wow. Thank you, Sola.
Happy to help.
Okay. Let's go talk to Sev.
I haven't known Oria for as long as the others, but she's done a lot for me. I'd like to help with your project if I can.
Of course, Sev.
What do you want to know?
Everything. As soon as you realize why I chose a band, that
You
one.
said Oria has done a lot for you. Tell me more about that.
After everything that's happened, everything I've done, she's just accepted me as part of the band. Until now, my position in life has always felt precarious. To just be accepted, no questions asked by someone like her. It means everything. She's given me a home. All of you have.
You'll always have one with us.
Always.
For the first time in my life. I actually believe that.
Thanks, Sev.
Glad to be of service.
Okay, who else? We gotta talk to Casman, right? Yeah. Casman!
Your idea to commemorate Oria's career with Lane is lovely. How can I help?
Let's go with
If
this
you were
one.
to summarize Oria's influence on your life, what would that be?
Oria saved me from serious burnout with the Eudean relief efforts. Not to mention, saving me from myself a second time here in the Enclave. I don't know if I'd still be here without her. Or any of you, for that matter. Anyway,
Right, Kamari.
the longer I worked the relief ships, the worse the fatigue hit me. And I think that had become my entire identity. Barely a few minutes into meeting me, Oria asked if I ever thought of becoming a weaver. I thought she was mad. But I guess she had observed me giving orders and organizing shipments on the docks all morning. By the end of our conversation, I had a new purpose and a home in our band.
That's perfect. Thank you for sharing.
My pleasure.
Alright, back to Lane, I guess. Yep. Alright, we're gonna compile this into a legend book. The Chronicles of Oria Silverbeak. Let's present this to Oria.
My hand is cramped. But the account of Oria's career is finished.
Great. I'll gather everyone if you're ready to present it.
I'll need to ice my quill hand. But, of course.
Let's hope she likes this.
Let's hope. She will. Kamari, I'm biting you.
What's going on?
We wanted to present the latest addition to Lane's archive to you, together. We all contributed, though credit goes to Lane for compiling and writing it.
I've titled it A True and Personal Account of Oria Silverbeak Harpinay.
What is going on?
We wanted to do something special to commemorate your time as Point.
You didn't have to do all this.
We did. You've done more for each of us time and time again.
No one is more deserving of a place in Weaver history than you, Oria.
So we took it upon ourselves to write you one.
As a thank you for everything.
I don't know what to say.
Lane, why don't you read just the opening?
Oria Silverbeak, as she came to be known, was born to Sharian Harpinay and Eugenius Osphine inside the Enclave just before the Surge.
Osphine.
Though she never knew her father, her mother hoped Oria would follow in her footsteps as a skilled enchantress within the Maida. But Oria decided to become a Point, blazing her own trail. Something she would continue to do throughout her career, bigger and bolder each time. We'll let you read the rest on your own.
We hope this account will help you see yourself and your accomplishments the way we see you.
I'm at a loss. All I can say right now is thank you.
Aww. Aww. Oh, we made Bird Lady happy. Alright, cool. Oh. Hi there, buddy. What do you want to talk about?
Bryn, I was so moved by what you did for Oria. It's clear she means a lot to all of you.
Thank you. She does.
But her father, Eugenius Osphine, I know who he is.
You do?
Yes, and I want you to make an offering for his grave. I can give you a key swatch to reach it.
Wait, you know where it is?
I do. And I'm sure Oria would love to watch you visit on the scry.
Okay, but shouldn't we tell her?
Trust me, this is something you should show her directly. Come back when you've got the offering and I'll give you the key swatch.
Okay. What's I build it over here? I do build it over here, but I don't have Oria's feather. How do I get Oria's feather? Do I have to ask Oria for a feather? How do I get Oria's feather? Oh, so we're just like on it, like right there.
Drake's...
That's not what I want. I want to just pick up the
One
feather.
of Oria's feathers.
There we go.
Beautiful, as part of the offering for her father's grave.
Okay, done.
An offering for Eugenius. Time to talk to Arik. I've made an offering for Eugenius's grave.
Great. Here's the key swatch to his farm. That's where he was buried. I'll join Aurea at the scry when you arrive.
Are you sure you don't want to be the one to place the offering? This was your idea, after all.
It will be more meaningful for her if it's you. Trust me.
All right. Thank you for this.
Okay. Whee! Let's go! Alright. Finally, it's time to leave the freaking hub world. Farm sought by Aurea is now available via the loom gate. Yeah. I think it'd be cool if you had like a key ring on your belt, and that's where when you got a new key swatch, you put the key on the key ring.
Is this place?
Osvine Pastures. Your father's farm. I thought you'd want to see it for yourself.
My father lived here.
More than lived. He gave his blood, sweat, and tears for the Enclave here. Eugenius Osvine may not have a statue in Denevron for excellence in weaving or kissing the eye's arse. But he kept the surviving weavers afloat during the aftermath of the Surge.
I had no idea.
After the Surge, he only kept enough produce to take care of himself and his workers. The rest went to weavers across the Enclave, and his generosity led to many helping him in return.
I can't believe he did so much for the Enclave.
He was a true leader, if not in the most traditional way. A community of workers formed around him, including ex-points, who would transport his food across the Enclave in these caravans. Many of whom went on to form the Scouts as an organization that still exists within Cassidon's Hold today.
So that's how you know all this.
Okay. Where's the grave?
Before the Arcs began malfunctioning, they were integral to farming across the Enclave. Many farmers refused to stop using them because of their efficiency, even at the risk of their farmhands being attacked. But your father scrapped his arcs as soon as he got wind of the first malfunction to keep his workers safe.
That can't have been an easy decision.
But he made it anyway.
Everyone thought he was mad at the time, but in a few months when the attacks became widespread, his forethought was recognized.
I see. Okay. Damn. This is close to the end. I thought we'd actually done the final fight. Because like when I looked online to kind of get like a rough idea of the chapters, Aftermath, which is the quest for that we did, was the final one. So I think we're pretty close to it, if not there.
After the Surge, aftershocks destroyed many farms, including this one. Tangles spread across the land. Crops began to die. While other farmers abandoned their livelihood, Eugenius never did. He had to rebuild many times, but he weathered every storm.
Wow. My mother told me he was driven.
Of all his workers, Eugenius was said to be the first one in the field each morning and the last to leave at night.
He sounds a lot like you, Aurea.
Where is the grave though? Because we've got to put an offering on it. Oh, down there. Wait, hold on. You see it? Or I figured it. Yep.
This looks like a wooden carving of your mother, Aurea.
Please, bring it back for me.
Of course. This must be your father's grave, Aurea. I'll place an offering here. It certainly won't be lonely. Are all these offerings for Eugenius, Eric? Some of the flowers are fresh.
The scouts continue to take care of his grave to this day, to honor all the sacrifices he made for the Enclave.
He must have been an incredible man.
This is so much more than I ever could have expected. Thank you for showing me, Eric. Truly. And Bryn, when you come back to camp, there's something I need to do.
Okay. Ominous, but sure. I'm on my way. I wonder if there's cool gear around here. For like a brief set. Oh no, there is. Oh, that's where it just cuts. There's just creatures. Oh, Penny Krell and the Austin Patchers. That's adorable. Hi guys. Oh hi guys. That's not the way to go. Me.
Can't stretch the scry any further.
Okay, well, where the hell am I then? That's weird. Hiya! Actually, that's the point. Hold on, wait. Oh, I can. Oh, I was gonna like use my new magic to like yeet myself up. Yeah, like you, Oreo. Whee! Alright, let's head back. Let's go finish this quest. Okay.
All right, everyone. It's no secret that my role in our band is changing. What each of you has done to help me find peace in that is more than anyone deserves. And the time has come for me to say that serving each of you as point has been just... Being your point has been the privilege of my life. I've loved every minute of it. But in every ending, there's a new beginning. She's been doing the job since we got here, and the time has come for us to congratulate Bryn on formally becoming your point.
Well deserved.
She's been exceptional. We're in great hands.
Bryn, care to say a few words?
I wanted this role for so long that, truthfully, the band I got it for didn't matter to me. But you've all taught me that this role means nothing without good people to serve.
I couldn't ask for someone better to pass the torch to.
Thank you, Aurea. That means everything.
You earned it. And I should have done it a while ago. It was just hard to let go.
Discover the truth of Aurea's heritage. We did it! Okay. So let me... okay. Alright. Consult the Axle. Hunt for Norian documents in the Ramos Canal. Norian documents in the Ramos Canal. Where in the heck would that be? Upper Nevron? No. Wait. Lower Nevron? Where is it? Sebastian? No, Wiltman Caston's hold. Ramos Canal. There it is. Right. Okay. Okay, so this is we're gonna go find documents. Which also means we might find more materials, because this is where we got our cool blue stone materials. Come on, Alright, how's your day going?
See those massive pipes running along the roof? Norian design. I recognized them earlier, and they prompted my investigation into the Norians and the Enclave.
Okay.
Confirming your findings that the Norians were heavily involved in the tapestry.
Okay. Hunt for Norian documents. Alright, so that is to my left. Okay, right. So it's called the kinetic stream. Create a tunnel of magical force that can propel creatures, objects, and the weaver themselves at great speeds. It can even bend and focus other magical energy such as flame. I need to know what that does.
This should be the place, Bryn. You're looking for tablets with a circle marked by 6 dots. They'll look blank, but I'll be able to read them when you bring them back.
You're full of useful secrets, Sev.
Burn! I do like that. That just gives me a flamethrower ability, basically. All right, I see one. I will take you.
That's one of them, Bryn. I hope they would still
Oh!
be down here.
What should we expect?
The Norians were experimenting without informing the Enclave on the aeroliths. They wanted them to do more than just moderate the weather. They wanted to control it.
Can I not?
Of long winters? Gloomy days?
All right, you know
Think
what?
bigger. If you control the rain in a desert, you control the land itself.
Get rid of this armor, because you don't get it. You. Hey, whoa, hey, whoa, what the hell? Game? Jesus. Screw those guys. Alright. Oh, that's how I'm gonna go over here, isn't it? I do that and I go, whee! Do 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 do. Ah, fire. Oh God. Get out of here. No. Get away. Right, so there's. Where do I go? How do I get there? Ah, please. Hey, buddy. What is this going to do with ice? I will find out. God damn it. Oh. There you go. Alright. Tunnel, what do you do with ice? Let's find out. Let's go over here first. God. No! God damn it. Actually, that's not bad. It just fires the ice, it looks like. So nothing major. I think that's mainly because you don't really have like a beam for the ice. You kind of just have like, unless I throw this, maybe it goes further. Oh no. No, no, no. That was almost a bad guy. Send you have a good day. Be safe. This is what I wanted. Alright. I don't know which way to go. Wait, can I do it on this? Oh. Oh no. That was almost bad. Hello, Sakuki-chan. Tired just because you didn't have a lunch, you dork. Among other reasons. Ha! God damn it. Come on. Okay. Let me out. It's only 9 hours. Oh yeah, only 9 hours, yeah. I'm gonna have to bonk this girl, chat. She a little dumb sometimes. Where is this other thing? Buddy, listen, right? I know. Point. Got him. Okay. Bro, don't even try. Don't even look at me. Turn the, like, I eat before stream, so ram it. You know what? This guy out of here. Get out of here. Leave. Can I not pick this guy up? Get into that. Fly away. Yeah. I'm listening. Listen, I eat my dinner before I stream, and then I stream. What do you expect me to do? Sit here and eat on stream, just like, yeah, chat, yeah, you know, you know, we're like, you know, I'm doing the games and stuff, you know. Pisses me off when other people do that. Fire! No! Welsh knew you. Look, listen, I take care of myself. Thank you very much. I do a pretty okay job of taking care of myself, I feel. Little Miss goes to work and doesn't eat for like 9 hours constantly doing physical labor. Yeah. I mean, whenever I feel hungry, I do. Like, I usually go to the bathroom and at the same time I grab like a snack and refill my water or whatever. I like to multitask and also do things at the smart time. Again, this goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like the people like certain folks, like streamers, they go live and they're like, oh, chat today, whew, you know, this, like go on about like, you know, 17 different like problems that they've had in the day. Where I'm like, I just go live and like it's like an escape, right? I don't know if this makes me weird, but I don't talk about a huge amount of things. I tend to kind of like talk about what's important and then deal with the rest, you know? Hey, am I in the right place? Am I in the wrong place? I don't understand. I think I've left where I need to be. Zoom, zang, zim, zoom. Oh. Oh, please. Ice. Ice, ice, baby. Bim, 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 bada, bim, bim. That's how I think this stream is exploding. Because I like to be a little explodey sometimes. Taharan. Chat, you heard it here first. Sakura's coming to be my live-in maid. Oh no! Uh-oh. Bad, 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 bad. I mean, Sakura, if you're wearing pants, you'll be doing it wrong. Get away! Yeet! No? God damn it. You got married, Lucky. I know, right? That's not the one I wanted. I want this one. Got him. There you go. Okay. No, Cass. No. That means that you get to do a slightly different job. Still in the outfit. You're still cleaning. It's just no longer above the desk. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's it. I'm okay with this. Yeah. You're all adorable dorks, by the way. Where's this last thing? I need one more document. Where is it? Where are you? Hold on, there's a... Oh, wait. Shoot. Ice! Cass, you can't know me. It's in your contract. Cass is like, when did I send a contract? I mean, when I put the bracelet on you and on MFF. I don't remember. Okay, Kamari, we'll see you later. Be safe. Sakura, you forgot putting on the outfit was a contract.
That should be enough for us to piece their research together.
Will you be learning how Norians hide their information, sir?
Yes. If word gets out, we're both going to be hunted.
The best knowledge is always dangerous.
No, 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 no!
And I brace for it.
I'm mad. Every fucking time. Not like it really matters, cause like everything. Actually, hold on. Wait, no, wait. I need to dump. You have homemade pizza? You're gonna get me some homemade pizza? You're gonna give it to me? What do I do? I got the stuff I need. Okay. Oh, you wanted to come over and help tease them? I mean, I suppose. But you know, you're gonna have to follow the dragon rules. So. I share this in your map. Okay, open wide. I've got a long tongue. I can help. The Norians' secret projects.
I shouldn't be surprised the Norians use a fluid to conceal their secrets. It's ingenious, really. An acid of sorts that can etch the writing into the metal invisibly. And when you apply another compound, it oxidizes. It's like a legible rust. And yet, after you're done, you can just wipe it clean and it flakes off.
Medium aside, what did we learn?
As Sev expected, research on the aeroliths. It's a bit outside my speciality, so I passed it to Dan.
And how are we feeling about Sev's revelations?
It's not like I've never kept things from my friends, and I generally keep them from my family, so I empathize. But I don't keep them from the band. Anyway, Dharm's waiting.
Cass, do you want to know the dorky thing that my brain just came up with? Being a dragon is like being a jujutsu sorcerer. No, whenever anyone else like comes close to you, it's like domain expansion.
Lane said I should talk to you about the plates we found for Sev.
Perhaps you could walk with me?
Sure.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I have already passed my notes on. This conversation isn't about them. I wanted to ask how you're doing with regards to Sev.
I feel for him. He's had to struggle with divided loyalties and had no one to lean on. Hiding that kind of strain can't have been easy. How lonely to carry that without help.
I agree. Our friend has been suffering in silence. You are kind to think of him first. But please don't forget, you are the one out there with her life on the line. You have your struggles too. There is a Bryn out there who wasn't deceived by her friend. Wasn't forced into the role of point so early, for that matter.
I promise you, I'm okay. But thank you for taking this moment.
Ultimately, I will say this. There was a time in my life I walked away from everything I held most important. Sev is handling it better than I did. He's not angry or bitter, he's just working through the problem. Commendable, really. I aspire to the same. It's kind of you to help him. I'm sure he appreciates it more than he'll ever be able to say. So I'm saying it for him. Sev already has my notes. Good luck in your endeavors.
See, I'm kind of the same, like, Sakura. Like, there's some days where, like, coffee and, like, ice cream and that just do not do well for me. They make me die. So, like, it's like a Russian roulette every time, you know, that I do it. I'm like, you know what, a coffee today will be fine, and then I regret it later that day, or I'm fine. It's just like Russian roulette.
Exciting news, Bryn.
You figured out how to clear the source?
Nothing quite that far along, but we are a step closer.
We are a
As
step
I
closer.
suspected, the Norians were doing experiments not even Enclave leadership knew about. Not to just stabilize the weather, but directly control its extremes.
Which is pretty much what we're seeing the aeroliths do, here and now.
I honestly think that these experiments, left unattended, are the direct cause of the wild temperature changes. Likely contributed to the floods as well, though I suspect Asylum was the larger cause there. Regardless, if I can pick up where their research left off, we might have a solution to our problem at the source.
To our problem at the source. Okay.
What will it take to move from might have a solution to definitely have a solution for the source?
The research you recovered focused on using patterns from creatures with natural flame and
If you're a
frost
rebel,
affinity.
Zakura, why don't you just eat it?
Used those patterns to briefly augment one part of the enchantments woven into an aerolith.
Use flame magic to tilt the aerolith hotter for a time.
Yes, exactly. And they had some success with it, proving the methods viable.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but too bad there aren't miasma creatures.
There's one, and Dharm already managed to recover some of its pattern.
But not enough?
Oh, absolutely enough. You've been working hard and it's paid off. I needed an exquisite resonance from all three types of magic. And we have that.
That's fantastic. Is that it then?
We're going to combine them with the Norian's notes and Dharm's studies of the Herald to build a device to influence the aeroliths. I gave the design to Sola. She said it should be doable, but wants your approval on which materials to use.
If this could pull miasma out of the source somehow, sign me up.
It's the most promising lead I have. And it's very promising indeed.
Detonation. No! I do need to, what was it? Like, isn't there, like, there's a tablet you can take, right? Like, you can take a tablet before consuming milk that, like, makes you feel better. Or, like it makes you okay, right? Sakura, I'm actually sending you just now the, this is a picture of the ice cream that I got, at Christmas.
Another one.
Yes, please.
There it is, yeah. Spotty. I went to Ben and like they have a Ben and Jerry's store like around from my work, and I was like, I want to go because it's like an ice cream cafe, and I'd never been. And like I went in, and they did like waffles, and they like cut them up, and they put like ice cream, and then whipped cream, and then sauce, and then sprinkles, and it was just like this big cup of fucking delicious. Delicious. Oh, there's someone else. I was like, I swear I had to do something. No, brain. Right, you, easy. Forged, banging. Sure, free. I don't really give it. It doesn't really. It literally doesn't matter. Done. Good thing I had spares.
That was one of the most complicated things we've ever collectively assembled.
I hope it
What's that,
wasn't
Jonty?
too much.
No. No, it was fine. Would have been easier with some of Dharm's help, but...
You do make a good team.
I know. And here I'm down an apprentice too.
No more learning to smith.
Now. I'm not saying that. We just need to figure out what comes next together. Which brings me to the question of the hour. You were already a Norian. Why did you want to be my apprentice anyway?
Rambralem.
Oh, that makes so much more sense. You could have just told me.
I don't get it.
That's a cultural thing for you, isn't it?
Oh, you know. Yes. Very much so. But yes, Sola. I'm sorry. I was afraid if you dug too hard into my past, you might learn about the Norians.
And they don't like people digging.
No, they truly don't. That is your answer, though.
And this is your intricate doodad. I cannot wait to see what it does.
Okay. Men says creation in the Nether market. Okay. Cool. Oh yeah. Is that it? Nobody else wants to talk.